Acting Speaker of Council, members of the Mayoral Committee of the City of Polokwane, councillors, Officer Commanding Regiment Christiaan Beyers, Lieutenant Colonel Takalani Samson Mpoholi, Chief of the South African Army, the Municipal Manager of the City of Polokwane, General Officer Commanding South African Army Infantry Formation, Senior Officers, Officers Master Warrant Officer Mukweu, Warrant Officers, non-commissioned officers, distinguished guests, the residents of Polokwane, ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends. It is an honor and a privilege for me today, on behalf of Council and all the residents of Polokwane, to have this rare privilege, a historical moment, for us to honor this regiment. We are today having a historical parade, a parade which seeks to grant Christiaan Beyers the right of entry in the city of Polokwane. However, at the same time, it also marks a very historic moment where our armed forces, Christiaan Beyers Regiment, today subject themselves to the leadership of the city of Polokwane. This is a reserve force component of volunteers, of men and women who take their time, their effort, their ability, and put them in the interest of South Africa, in the interest of democracy, in the interest of sovereignty. And they are dedicating themselves, risking their lives to ensure that freedom reigns supreme in this democratic Republic of South Africa. They are involved in various peacekeeping missions. They work hard, tirelessly and effortlessly in pursuit of peace, not only in the Republic, but in other countries like Swaziland as well as Sudan. They are the only regiment of its kind in the entire province of Limpopo. Today, this parade that you are about to witness is a clear message that the city of Polokwane has the manpower, has a dedicated force who will stop at nothing to ensure that everybody who calls themselves a citizen of Polokwane is safe. We applaud this sense of patriotism. We are very privileged that in all the decades of its existence, it is today, during this time, our leadership, that they decided to come and present themselves and say that We are here to stand with you, to work with you, and we are ready to be governed by you, the city of Polokwane. And all of us and everybody who's part of the city must take pride in this moment, must learn from this moment, that regardless of whether you are a civilian or whether you are part of the armed forces, or even as a governor or a councillor in the city of Polokwane, let us learn from these men and women whose life is characterized by dedication, by loyalty, discipline, and patriotism. In whatever we do as the people of Polokwane, let us emulate and reward and repay these men and women by ensuring that as a resident, I do not participate in any form of activity, whether justified or otherwise, that seeks to undermine our Constitution, that seeks to undermine the rule of law, that seeks to undermine this freedom that we have. We must also, as councillors and political leaders in the city of Polokwane, as we conduct our business, let us also be as patriotic, as disciplined, and as loyal to our Constitution as they are. We undertake to lead you, this regiment, with absolute distinction, because your gesture tells us that we have nothing to worry about. You are ready to stand up and defend this beautiful city of ours. You are ready to make sure that in Polokwane, law and order, discipline shall prevail. It is an honor, as I conclude, for us to have this historical privilege, and it shall forever go down in the books of history, because this day, this event, in its original form, can never ever be repeated, not in our lifetime. In fact, never ever again shall there be an original moment like this historic moment that we are witnessing today. And for that, we thank the Almighty, we thank South Africa, our democracy, and we thank the historical privilege that I have been part of this, we have been part of this, and Polokwane will never ever be the same again. Thank you very much, Program Director.